Alright, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to the elect of Israel. Now, I want to share an article today with the Akim from the LA Times. It's about a fire that broke out last night or the night before that, where the death toll has risen up to 40 people that burned to death at this abandoned warehouse that they turned into a place where they had art galleries and concerts, some sort of like little makeshift nightclub or something. But I just wanted to bring out this article just because this is a small taste of the fate that's coming to these devils and to the nation of Israel. Now, this is from the LA Times, and the title is Officials Fear Up to 40 Dead in Fire During Concert at Oakland Warehouse. Authorities said Sunday they have recovered 24 victims of a deadly fire that raced through a converted warehouse crowded with people attending a Friday night concert in Oakland. Alameda County Sheriff Sergeant Ray Kelly said Saturday officials were prepared for up to 40 fatalities. He said many of those inside the warehouse were young, some from foreign countries. and it's funny they say that because not only Esau and the nation of Israel, but the other heathen nations too, they getting this same fate, this nuclear destruction. There is no cause of the fire while arson is not suspected, Kelly said, and investigators are on scene and nothing has been ruled out. The warehouse isn't currently considered a crime scene. Officials believe there are likely more fatalities because there are friends and family who still have not heard from some people who attended the concert. Kelly said there were relatively few injuries among those who escaped. This is just a tragedy and there is no easy answer, Kelly said. This is not an easy task. He said it could take 2 days to complete a search for victims. Officials are bringing in cranes, bulldozers, and excavating equipment to access the west side of the building. Cadaver dogs may also be used. Officials are fingerprinting people, and 4 of the 9 bodies have been removed. Witnesses describe a horrific fight for survival as people tried to flee the flames. So it was a fight for survival. The fire broke out. Everybody trapped in the club. I'm pretty sure it was pandemonium. Al Garcia, who owns a store next to the warehouse, said he talked to 2 people who said they were 17 and 18 who got out of the building. They said that black billowing smoke was coming down the stairs, and Garcia 62. They couldn't see anything in front of them, anything behind them. The only reason they got out was they heard voices outside. The voices were directed to them. The voices directed them to where they were going. The teen said they paid $10 to get into the warehouse party, which they found online. So they paid $10 almost to meet their death. But see, they made it out. The Most High probably preserving them for the nuclear destruction. And I'm going to bring out one more part of this article before I get a couple of scriptures. This is an account of 2 people who were at the party. Sung Lee arrived to the warehouse about 11 p.m. to catch the concert with 2 friends. They walked through the building's maze-like first floor before heading upstairs where as many as 30 concert goers were listening to live music, Lee said. One suggested they get some alcohol, so they headed to a nearby liquor store around 11:15 p.m. Less than 10 minutes later, they returned to find thick black smoke pouring out of the first floor windows of the warehouse and flames shooting out the back of the building, he said. I froze in disbelief, said Lee, who immediately called 911. The hardest thing I'm having trouble processing are the people on the second floor. I saw them dancing and having fun, and 10 minutes later, they are trapped in this inferno. So, yeah, man, it's This is just an article I wanted to bring out, man. You got a lot of things that's going on right now, and this is one of the other events. But it's a small taste of what's gonna come. People gonna be going about their normal lives like they were at this concert, and all of a sudden, flame of fire is gonna devour the people of this kingdom. And I'm gonna jump into a scripture, and that's just a small taste of what you heathens gonna get, and you devils, and you Israelites. That party, that club that burned them people alive, that's just a small taste of what's coming. And this is 1 Thessalonians, and almost 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So when people say peace and safety, when you at ease like the people at that concert, sudden destruction is gonna come. Nuclear destruction is gonna come out the blue. Like those guys went to get that liquor and they came back and all hell had broke loose. And he said he just couldn't process what was happening to the people on the top floor. That's how sudden the destruction is coming up on this place. I'm gonna jump into one more scripture. But like I was saying, man, like the title of this video, it's just a small taste of things that are to come. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So yeah, man, those people who met their fate, mostly Edomites and a lot of other heathens, met their fate in that party. They got a small taste of the day that's gonna burn like an oven. They got turned to stubble. They can't even identify the bodies. And last time I checked the news, the death toll had reached 30. So yeah, man, that's just a small taste of judgment and a shadow of things to come. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.